think Cat Williams said that. So here's what happened. So check this out. I'm gonna finish this story so y'all know what happened to this brother. It was crazy. Eventually, it's revealed that this woman, who he didn't even remember who the person was. They'd never had an interaction. They'd never had a private conversation, let alone the sinister stuff. Like it wasn't like they got in the bedroom and no, none of that. In class, I think at some point he would have baby showers for his students, and he made a joke like she was pregnant, and he said, "Oh, so when does the baby hatch?" He literally said, he said, "So when do you hatch or something?" And she said that that joke made her feel uncomfortable, so she files this complaint and almost ruins his entire career. And I share this story with you because this is the type of BS that our people have to deal with in corporate America, and even in academia. Just this idea of working in these spaces and these environments that are not controlled by us, not built by us, not built for us, not designed to make us feel safe, secure, and successful. They're designed to make us feel weak and subordinate and on freaking eggshells, right? And what I found through a lot of our research, we created the first ever Black financial therapy department here, and we're finding through our research that this really disrupts your mental health. It is not healthy for you to go into a war zone every single day. It is not healthy for you to constantly go into a space where you are hated and never appreciated. It is not healthy for you to go into a space where you are scared to make a move because you don't know if that move's going to ruin everything you worked for the last 30 years. One false accusation, one person decides they don't like you anymore, or just whatever. It's terrible. It's horrible. So one of the things that I just firmly believe is that if you talk about Black freedom, you got to talk about economic freedom first, because economic freedom at least gives you the ability to give yourself the day off so you can go and find out what's going to make you happy. Like that's it. It's really a happiness play. So here's the deal. My wife, the point where she became the least favored Negro, in her department was when she stood by the Black man in her department that was being mistreated. When she stood by him, they started treating her different. They said, "Oh, so you're one of them. Oh, you running with the Y ends or the O ends or whatever they call us under their breath, right?" So we now understand that we let you into the master's house because we thought you were just the light-skinned Black woman who's going to assimilate properly, and you didn't. You stood up for a Black man, even though he was right. So therefore, we're going to treat you the same way we treat him. And this is literally a true story. This is what I witnessed. And so my point is to say that um, I think that we have to reconsider this idea of mass training millions of our children to go work for white folks, because it just doesn't work. Not only does it not build any wealth, um, in fact, many of our most educated Black people are gonna die in debt. We talk about all the amazing educational success of Black women, which is extraordinary without a doubt. I just even think about all the women I know that went to Spelman. Every single one of them is like a lawyer, a judge, a medical doctor, or something. I mean, Lord Jesus, it's amazing, right? But then a lot of them are sitting under $100,000, $200,000 in student loan debt. And that debt for many of us does not ever go away. You die in that debt. And so if you work your butt off and achieve this amazing career, but then you still die in debt, what does that really mean? What does that mean? I know what it means in terms of Black wealth. It doesn't mean anything good. So ultimately, when you talk about what's happening with the Black economy, you talk about the Essence Music Fest. I think it's really important to look at that in the broader context of what's happening to Black people in terms of the nature of our economic relationship with white people.